Hello everybody, it's your baby boomer Kitty Lane from the Peninsula in Virginia, back with another tutorial, create and relate. And what we're actually doing today is creating this beautiful turtleneck cowl. Now originally this idea started out being a scarf with hood because I wanted my grandkids to be able to cover their faces. And I thought about it. Sometimes our ideas change based on need. When my grandkids get off the bus or head out the door for school and that wind whips, the beautiful thing they have is big nice coats with nice furry insulated hoods, but they have nothing to protect their faces. So what I did was created this turtleneck that they don't have to unwrap or unfold or anything right away when they get in the bus. If it's cool, they can keep their ears covered and just uncover their face, or they can keep it all covered, or they can turtleneck it down. Most of you know me. I like for things to be multifunctional. So that is what I've come up with. Now, what you need for this, what I used for this, for that particular project, I used my Big Twist Value for worsted weight, the color in Varsity Navy Blue. It calls for a 5mm hook. I actually used a 6mm. And this particular skein, I'm pretty sure you all know all of this by now, but it has 380 yards. Now, as I said, I started making a scarf with a hood. You saw how much I had left. I have actually used more than that in the scarf that I've started creating. So, and I know I could get another whole one of these out of my work, out of my skein. So, what I'm going to use to show you how to create this beautiful piece is I am using Mandala Ombre colorway Chi. I think that's what we used in our last project, and that's cool. And as I said, a 6.0 hook, scissors, and yarn needle for connecting. Now, if you don't want to use the yarn needle for connecting, you can always use a slip stitch or either a single crochet. You can add a little spice to it, make that connection a different color just to give it a little bit of pizzazz. However you want to do it. This one, we're going to start like we start all of our projects. Gotta make a dip. Hands kind of dry. We gotta fix that. I'll be right back. Welcome back. This project could probably take, I'll say, anywhere from 2 to 3 hours, depending on your pace of crocheting. It is very, very, very simple. Okay? What we're gonna do is start with a slip stitch. Now I build the foundation row. I failed to do any measurements on it. I'll probably try to do that while we're here. I can tell you that the spacing I used from the bridge of the nose to about midway the chest plate here, just above the cleavage line. On my grandson, that's about where it comes. On me, it comes to about here, and it still offers really good protection. But on my grandson, it comes to about here, which is what I really wanted, to be able to cover his chest up as he catches colds very easily. So, in building our foundation row, we are going to chain 2. I do that kind of loosely. And then we're going to go into the back bump of that first chain. Remember, I told you I like to use my nails. Yarn over, pull through. You have 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 1. That gives you that chain at the bottom of your stitch. Then yarn over and pull through both. You have your first single crochet. You're going to go into that first chain that you just made. Yarn over and pull through. So you have 2 loops on your hook again. Yarn over, pull through 1. Yarn over, pull through 2. Now you have 2 single crochets. You're going to continue this, going under that chain, pull through, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2. One more time. Go in the bottom of that chain. You're just going under that V and grabbing 2 fibers. Yarn over, pull through. And you yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, so right now we have 4 single crochets. You're going to continue this until you have 30. Now, if you want to start with chains and creating your work from there, chain 31. When you make your turn back to work across your work in the back bump, and go into your second chain from the hook. You want to have 30 single crochets at the end of this row. I will see you back at the end of row 1. Okay, welcome back. What I've done, I'm making a little smaller swatch just to show you because it is super simple. So I've only done 12, but I want you to continue to 30. So once you reach that 30th stitch, you are going to chain 1 and turn your work. And then in the very first single crochet, you are going to place another single crochet. Okay? Now, in the second single crochet, if you look at the top of that, you've got a V. You want to go into, let me move my yarn here. You want to go into that back bump. This one here at the top. You will see at the top, you'll see your V. You want to go into the one to the back. So you're going to slide your hook under the back part of that V. Yarn over, pull through. Yarn over, pull through both. Okay, and the same thing with the next one. You're going to continue this all the way down until you get to your last stitch. Do not complete your last stitch yet, because it's not going to go in that back loop. Okay, as you're working, you're going to see a ridge forming. That's how you know you've got it right. So just in the back loop only. So you should have 28 of these when you finish. You've got the one full single crochet at the beginning of the row, and then you've got 28 back loop single crochets. And then in your last one, you're going to make another full single crochet. I like to work in my tail, so I just pull it across, create my chain, and turn my work. So you see you have a nice ridge along the front here. Now this is the row that would show you what's going on with the ridge, why we want such a pretty ridge. You're going to do the same thing on each row throughout from here. So this is row number 3. Single crochet in the first one, and then back loop single crochet in the next 28. I'll do this row with you. And then in that last stitch, you're going to make a full single crochet in that stitch. And once again, chain and turn your work. Now you've got a ridge on this side. So you've got a ridge on the first side and a ridge on the back side. And it's going to give you that really cool ripple effect. See that? That makes your work nice and stretchy. So we've got 3 rows done. We need a total of 70 rows. Now that may seem a little long, and that's the longest part of the project. So we'll get those 70 rows done, and I'll meet you back at probably around like row 68 or 69. I'll see you shortly. Okay guys, I am just finishing up row 69, 68, 69. I am starting row 70 now. And it's the same thing that we've done all along. Okay. Yeah. I measure my string about as long as my project, and then come back to about halfway. Snip it, pull through, and tight. Now it doesn't matter which side, they look the same on both sides. So you just put 2 ends together. I kind of have a side because there was one place where we dropped it, and when we picked it up it caused a little snag. And I really want that to be my outside. If you have a choice of an inside or outside, work with the outsides together. So this side is going to be my inside. I only thread my needle this way for you all. Because when I try to do it for myself, it does not work. However you want to join it, as long as it's neat. My suggestion is back loop to back loop. What I mean by that is I'll start here, my outside loop on that side to my outside loop on this side, and I'll just keep going across and do the same thing. Go in the next stitch on the outside on that one, outside on this one, same thing all the way down. I need water. My bottle fell on the floor. And in case you didn't know, I'm 5'3", so I have short legs. And it was just out of reach that it fell. So please forgive me. Guess you can see I'm not a seamstress. It takes me forever to do this part. I jumped in on a live with Auntie Froggy the other night. And they have a granny square drive going on. And I've got so many scraps around here that I want to get rid of. Tomorrow I think I'm going to be working on this last Scrap Boggy Creek blanket that I'm doing, and hopefully I'll be getting them out of here by Friday or Saturday. And I have to check my emails, because I emailed Auntie Froggy to see if they had to be granny squares, because I've kind of created a little stitch, and I created some squares using this stitch I created. And if they don't have to be granny squares, this stitch is so awesome. It's like a half double crochet. I call it a quilted half double crochet, and no, it's not to be mistaken with the thermal half double crochet. It's a totally awesome stitch though. It's really thick, but it's also pliable, and it's close. It's, oh my god, it's so beautiful. And here you have another turtleneck cowl. This one's for my baby girl. And this one's for my grandson. Hers feels a little smaller. It was worked with, and it's the difference in the yarns. It is definitely the difference in the yarns. But his fits me perfectly. So it'll be a little big on him, and I know that he does not like things tight across his face. So this is perfect for him. She, on the other hand, gets cold very easily and needs the smuggability. I wouldn't try to put this on. It would probably be like putting, you know what I'm saying. So I'm not going to do that. But it has been measured out, and it is perfect for her. Let's see. Using the ombre, you're looking at the thickness being right at 6 inches. And your panel would work up to be about 16 inches long. Putting it together, this comes out to be about 8 inches. And using the big twist, from top to bottom, you're looking at 7 1/4 inches. That's your 30 stitches across. Same size needle, same size hook. I did not say needle. I know better. And 19 inches, meaning that this panel is 9 1/2 inches. So that's just the difference in the yarn itself. See? But same number of stitches. Like I said, same hook size, same number of stitches. So I can put that on the list of makes for this month, mark them off, and whew, 2 down, 1,646 to go. I'm not kidding. I got 1,650 items on my list to do for this year. So I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to drop them in the comment section or either on the community page. You can also email me if you'd like at kittylane.create create the letter N relate at gmail.com. Also, if you'd like to help support my channel, I do have Cash App and PayPal, and you can buy me a coffee. I do have that feature as well. But yeah, there will be lots more tutorials coming out. I'm going to redo the potpourri pouch. I'm doing more market bags. I've come up with about 4 or 5 designs other than the one that I just recently showed for market bags. Closed in, open concept, you know, double stranded, basket type, the works. So I've come up with ideas for project bags even that can be folded, stackable. There's so many things that we're going to be working on together. I do have more blankets. I am still working with the other 2 to complete the tutorial portions of it. What I'm doing is crocheting them in stages so that when I present them to you, I can present it properly. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, like I said, just let me know in the comments. Please, when you come in, hit those thumbs. I desperately need them. I'm really pushing for monetization this year. Convince others to come in and check the channel out and subscribe. When you see that bell, hit the one with the dimples so that you always know when I'm dropping content. Make sure that you love yourself. Love, 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 love on yourself, because self-love is the greatest love of all. Okay? You cannot love others the way they deserve to be loved if you don't love yourself the way you deserve to be loved, and you deserve the best. Please stay tuned for more ASL tutorials, and like I said, more crocheting tutorials and the storytelling. I think that's going to be really fascinating. It's just giving you a new concept, a new perspective, so you can sit back and crochet to a story written by one of your own. Okay? looking forward to sharing with you guys. I will see you soon. Until then, peace out, my loves. Happy 2025.